If you want to learn some powerful tips to selling landscaping jobs, then watch this video right here. What's up, I'm Keith Kalfas, and on this channel I teach you how to start a landscaping business from nothing and grow it all the way up to the $100,000 mark. Alright, so in this video I'm going to be reading from my book, Your First Year in the Landscaping Business. You can listen to it on audible.com if you want. I'll put a link below, but it's right here on chapter 13, and I'll get right into the video. Powerful tips for selling landscaping jobs, if you don't mind. Tip number 1, selling starts before the sale. Selling starts with your marketing and advertising. See, when I first started, I was really frustrated and I was scared because I felt like, how do I get all these customers, right? I had met a few other landscapers who were crushing it and had their pick. They got the cream of the crop in these high-paying jobs, and I felt desperate because I didn't understand marketing and advertising, right? So become obsessed with that. If you don't understand the fact that marketing is how you communicate to the outside world about your business, right? Take the time to consciously learn basic marketing skills. Then over time, you'll begin to see that every little thing about the way you market and advertise, down to the colors, the positioning, the font styles, pictures, headlines, etc., drastically alter the way your future customers perceive your business before they even decide to pick up the phone. What does that mean? So if a customer goes online or they see your door hanger, your flyer, your business card, how are they thinking about your business before they even pick up the phone to call you? Think about stuff like that. So next, tip number 2. Amongst the many things, marketing and advertising, they make your phone ring, right? Your customers create a perception of your business before you even speak. Develop a script for answering the phone and instantly distinguish yourself as a professional business. All right, so what do I mean by that? What is marketing? Marketing is creating promises in the marketplace that you will deliver a specific result. Advertising is taking all of your marketing and now paying and basically advertising or broadcasting that message in exchange for money. You're spending money with companies to get your message out farther than you would reach with just organic marketing. You're actively spending money. That's kind of advertising, right? And it goes really deep, but that's all I'm going to say for now about advertising. But it's simple, right? Develop the script for answering the phone and instantly distinguish yourself as a professional business. Some things to consider. How many times does the phone ring before you pick it up? Did you know that if you don't pick up your phone by the 3rd or 4th ring, 80% of the people are just going to go to the next person on Google or the next person on Facebook or the next, they're not even going to, you know what I'm saying? Hey honey, I'm right in the middle of recording a video. Can I call you back? Yeah. Okay, love you. So, how many times did the phone ring? Now, if you can't pick up the phone, then fine. Leave a professional voicemail and you can call them back or they can call you back, but that really drastically lowers your chances because 80% of those people bounce. So you can hire a part-time secretary, or you could just always answer the phone, or you can hire like a calling service or something like that. I use Jill's office. I'll put a link below. There are these virtual receptionists that pick up the phone for you. Maybe in the beginning you can't afford that. Fine, but just be aware of this as you move forward. Number 2, what could be heard in the background? Okay, if you're a landscaper or a lawn care guy and customer might hear some, noise of machines or something in the background, I guess that's not so bad because you're a landscaper, as long as they can hear you. But if you are at home and you answer the phone, or you're in your truck and there's somebody yelling at you, or there's like a barking dog, or there's chaos, or you sound chaotic or disturbed, it's instantly going to be like, this person doesn't even know you, they don't know anything about you, and they're calling for service, and now they hear this chaos. They don't want anything to do with that. They're probably not going to want to even talk to you, let alone hire you, right? Now, if you do have a voicemail, which you should, what does your voicemail sound like, right? Yo, this is Rob, leave a message. That ain't going to fly. It's going to have to be something articulate and professional. You know, this is... Hi, this is Rob with Rob's Lawn Care and Landscaping. I'm out in the field working or taking care of other clients. Please leave your name and a detailed message and how I can, reach you back. And also you can email me, rob@robslawn.com. I'll be back with you shortly. Something that tells them who you are, what you do, how they can get a hold of you, and something like that, right? So you should have a business voicemail set up. Very nice, right? Do you sound like a professional, credible business with the sequence of communication? That's number 4 question. Do you sound like a professional, credible business? Well, that means when you pick up the phone and you're talking to your customers, the whole time you're talking to them, you should hold the frame that you were a professional, service-based business, and you ask them questions. Your back is straight. You just sound like you know the part. You don't sound like you're like this, and you're just chilling or laying on the couch drinking a beer. Why is this so important? This seems like an obvious thing, right? What's super important, the way you talk on the phone to the customer, and the way you listen to them, and the way you digest and grade the information when they're speaking to you, that they feel heard and they feel understood. And it positions you, just by the way you sounded on the phone, it positions you as an expert. So powerful. Even if you can't articulate what I'm saying right now, or you think you know what I'm saying, give it some time and it'll make more and more and more sense. So I think about this thing about changing channels cleanly. If you have some chaos going on in your environment and the phone rings, if you can't quickly divorce yourself from that chaos and shake it off and get yourself in a quiet, controlled manner where you can answer the phone, you're better off not answering the phone. Or if you can never control the chaos, have somebody else answer the phone. But if you do answer the phone, you should be like, yeah, hey, blah, 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 yeah, right. And then all of a sudden, thank you for calling Rob's Landscaping, how can I help you? Or thank you for calling Rob's Landscaping, how can I help you? At least something that gets the drama or chaos or the stress of the day out of your voice. Because if you're in the field working, or maybe you're listening to some heavy metal music and you're working, or you're telling other guys what to do, and then you go to pick up the phone, you have to have a different cadence in your voice quickly, right? It increases the chances of your professionalism, right? How do you collect the customer's information during the phone call and have a calendar handy with available appointment times already ready? So you should already know what times you have available, right? If I do pick up the phone, I put on my flashers and I pull over real quick, and I have these Bluetooths, which are awesome, HBS 820s by LG, and now I'm talking to the customer as I'm looking at my calendar, taking down all their contact information. Oh, thank you, Sue. Yeah, okay, I'm looking at my calendar here. I have Tuesday and Wednesday available, both at 4 p.m. Does that work for you? Awesome. Okay. It's just, when you live and breathe by your calendar and you put everything in the calendar, and then you can even send the customer an invite, then you'll always be on time. You have to have a calendar. And you can use Google Calendars for free. I use Jobber. Hey, I'm an affiliate of Jobber. We'll do a quick commercial. If you want to get a free trial of Jobber, you can do invoices, billing, collect money. You can run your whole business on Jobber. And it's the software that I've been using now for a long time, and I love it. And it works on your phone. It works everywhere. You can get a free trial of Jobber with the link in the description below, or just go to getjobber.com/Keith for a totally free trial. And then after a couple weeks, after the trial, if you decide you want to sign up with my link, you get 20% off your first 6 months, which is a great deal. So go to getjobber.com/Keith and check it out. Okay, so I'll keep going. Do you qualify the customer over the phone? I wish I knew this a long time ago. You will spend the better years of your week, better hours of your week and the better years of your life driving all over the place and telling customers yes and feeling like you're doing work because you're so busy. But if your bank account doesn't reflect that, there's a difference between being busy and being productive and making profit, right? So when you start to think in terms of profitability and realize how you're worth, how much you are worth and how much your time is worth, you'll start qualifying customers over the phone. And I've made tons of videos specifically about this. I'll put a link in the description below about qualifying customers over the phone. And really what this means is you start asking the customers qualifying questions. You know, I learned this the hard way, but even though you're busy and you got a million things going on, if you are going to make the time to talk to a customer, which you should, and you're gonna it could be anywhere from a $30 lawn in the perfect neighborhood to a $120 lawn to a $500 shrub trimming job to a $15,000 landscaping job. Spending an extra minute to ask the customer qualifying questions. Hey, what area are you in? Okay, Bob, have you gotten any other quotes on this? Does this? Oh, we do that often. Yeah, we do those between $5,000 and $7,000. Or hey, I can come by Saturday and give you a quote, but we are booked out for at least 4 to 6 weeks before I can get to you. Does that change your mind? Are you willing to wait if we're a good fit? Asking them these simple qualifying type of questions that you could just have on a Google document or you could print out and have on your clipboard and develop a script. This will save you so much time and energy so you get the right customers at the right time and you can literally triple your revenue. You can double your income doing this. It's amazing. So when your back is up against the wall and you feel like you can't do any more, you can't work any harder, and you get frustrated. What do you mean work smarter, not harder? I used to think stuff like that. It's true, and you can live 5 years or you can live 1 year 5 times. I did that, okay. Number 7, do you have a strong tone of confidence and backbone in your voice, but also an attitude of positivity and service? So you have to sound like you have a backbone on the phone with these customers. If you sound like weak and timid and scared, that's not good. But you should sound competent, like you know what you're talking about. They can tell just by talking to you that you do landscaping every day. Like we have a guy going to do our granite countertops. The way he doesn't talk on the phone like a professional sales guy, he talks like a contractor, frankly. But I could just tell by the way this guy talks on the phone, it's not being unprofessional, but he almost... the guy that's going to do our granite countertops, when I call him up to get a quote, when I called him because he's a referral, he almost sounded irritated when talking about the granite and the different colors. Not irritated in an unprofessional way, but I could just tell that he's done so much granite and so many countertops in his life that he's just almost sick of talking about it, because it's just like, yeah, this is what we do. And it's like, I was like, that's my guy. I can just tell, because I can tell this guy knows what he's doing, and I could just tell, right? So it kind of makes sense. Now that type of attitude might not work with some people, and I don't think you should do that, but a sense of confidence that's also positive with an attitude of service. That's where you marry those two together. So you're confident, but you also are positive with an attitude of service. It is a beautiful blessing or an amazing sense of freedom that you have, knowing that in any given moment you have a dozen people per day calling your phone and sending you emails asking you to come to their property and do maintenance to their property, or install landscaping, or do property maintenance. You know how amazing that is to live where we live and to be able to have that opportunity where you have all these people wanting to cut you a check. So when you have an attitude of service, because you're in the service business, you really, really care, you are happy to serve them. You're like, what can I do for you? I got you. Don't worry about it, Mrs. Jones. I got you. Now you bill them. You charge for everything you do, but aside from that, I got you. You don't have to worry. You don't have to be home. I'll make sure we shut the gate behind. I'm putting it in the notes right now. And I'll make sure we blow this thing off or we do this. And that's why you're paying us. You're paying us to solve your problems so you don't have to worry about it. Hey, we got you. That type of assured confidence and following through on what you're saying too. Customers are really just looking to cut a check. They're paying to get a problem solved. And the more clearly you condense down everything you think about to just get to the simplicity of you just get paid to solve problems, that's the more smooth your business will go, right? And then you'll find that customers are willing to pay more to get their problems solved by a competent, efficient, professional contractor who does what they say they're gonna do the first time, and they don't have to deal with any crap. They just want to go like, this is funny, but the customer wants to go la 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 la. Just I don't want to know. Just that's kind of like the perfect customer, right? That's not every customer. Okay, tip number 3: show up for appointments on time and always call if you're running late. Don't overbook yourself and always put people before things. People first, things second. What do I mean by that? I learned this in 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. So let's just say you're trying to fix a line trimmer or something, and it's broke, and you're trying to get the spool in, but the things keeps whatever. You're changing a spark plug, you got oil on your hands. Yet a lady is walking out of her house and she wants a quote, or you're supposed to be to an appointment in 13 minutes. Do you go, I don't want to deal with these people right now. I need to fix this line trimmer. Well, the golden rule that will save you and make you more money is if you ever have to choose, you choose people first, things second, because you're in the people business, so you have to go serve that person and take care of that person, and then you can get back to the thing, right? If you ever get in the habit of choosing things over people, you know your leads will start to dry up pretty quick. You'll be in it's not going to work too good in the long run. And when walking a property with a customer, find their need and fill it. If they're looking for you to take charge of the quote and tell them your advice on what work needs to be done, then do it. If the customer wants you to be quiet and listen if the customer wants you to be quiet and listen until after they've fully communicated all of their expectations, then do that. So that means, now I've sold a lot of work. If I get on a property with a customer and they have a lot of ideas and they want to talk it out and they know how the things they just have some emotion going, I'll just relax and I'll just walk with them and just breathe with my ears open and make eye contact and just listen. Ah, okay. And then if the customer's going too fast, I'll slow them down. Wait. You said you wanted to do this here. Can you be a little more clear on that? Well, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that, yeah. Okay, continue. And then you could just walk around a whole property with a customer for 20 minutes or more, and they'll tell you everything that they want, and then they'll go, so what do you think? Do you want a deposit check or what? I didn't even tell you how much it costed yet. I didn't even give you a quote yet, right? They just want to feel heard and they want to feel understood. Once they feel understood, some people, that you know why they want this done this specific way, and they feel that you've integrated or interpreted that, then they don't want to go with anybody else, right? Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up because this goes on quite a bit. You know why? Because I'm in my studio and my wife just got home from the grocery store, and I could tell she wants me to help her carry some groceries in the house, and I better get over there and help her because she's going to be like, all right, so check out my book. Get on audible.com, your first year in the landscaping business. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like.